Alright, so something I'm gonna tell you really weird happened the first time I tried to film this. But it is again that time of the year again when theme parks start to close to get their Halloween stuff ready and school is starting again. So I decided to post another video, this time top 10 Hypercoasters. So coming in at number 10 is Raging Bull at Six Flags Great America. Great B&M Hypercoaster, one of the first because it has that pre-drop. Not the tallest and fastest, but I do like that twister layout it has. You know, release number 10 doesn't have a lot of air time, that's the thing. So, coming in at number 9 is Silver Star, Europa Park. Now, I don't think I mentioned earlier, but this is an international battle. There are some great international hypercoasters that need recognition, and this is one of them. It's a great ride. You know, it's out in Germany. Overall, it's really good. It's got some twisted layout, some air time. Pretty much a nice balance of each. And coming at number 8 is Apollo's Chariot at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Ranked the 4th best ride on steel. Don't 100% agree with that. I do agree that it should be in the top 10. But I don't think it's number 4. It's got the pre-drop again, 'cause it's one of the earlier ones that's made. It does have some twisted layout, some twist in it. You get 8 airtime hills, but it's not very steep, which allows for only a speed of 73 miles an hour, so that's why it's only number 8. Number 7 is Behemoth at Canada's Wonderland. Typical kind of B&M hypercoaster. It's got some twist and some great airtime, if you can't see in that one picture. So, you know, it's a great ride, but it is international, if you didn't know. It's in Canada, obviously. But that's kind of that. Number 6, Intimidator at Carowinds. Great hypercoaster, got some twists, some airtime. Again, kind of a complete package. Pretty lengthy, actually. You know, not the fastest, tallest, stuff like that, but it is a pretty good ride. And number 5, Diamondback at Kings Island at my home park. I've rode this ride a bunch, and it is pretty awesome. You know, the splashdown unique is pretty much why I put it ahead of Intimidator. The only thing that really makes a big difference in the ride. You know, I think that's more for spectating, not riding, because it's not a big deal when you're on the ride, but it does kind of look cool when you're watching it go by. So that's why it is number 5. And number 4, Nitro. Great ride. Voted number 3 in Best Steel Roller Coasters, and I do agree with that a bit more. It's a great ride, you know. It's got some great airtime, great twist turns. Actually, an earlier hypercoaster, put in 2001, I believe. So it's a good ride. And number 3 is Titan at Six Flags over Texas. Kind of similar to Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is why I kind of didn't put that on there. But great ride. Everything's bigger in Texas, you know. 245 feet, 85 miles an hour. Got some twists, got some airtime. Pretty great ride. I really like it. And number 2, Shambhala at Portaventura. Another international ride. In my opinion, the best B&M hypercoaster out there. You know, it's 83 miles an hour. It's long. It's got a different kind of splashdown. You know, it's Europe's tallest coaster, which is pretty cool. And number 1, well, y'all kind of saw this coming if you do roller coasters and stuff, is Bizarro at Six Flags over New England. Voted the 2nd best ride on steel behind Millennium Force, and that I am 100% in agreement with. It's got, you know, speed, you know, it's 77 miles an hour. It's not the tallest and fastest, but it's great. It's got twists, it's got airtime, it's got the cool fire effects you can kind of see there. Kind of just the complete package of a hypercoaster. Really just a great ride. So now before I end it out, I want to talk about some coasters that I had thoughts of putting on here but didn't. And the first one that might kind of shock you was Skyrush at Hershey Park. You know, that is a good ride. You know, I haven't rode it myself, but I've heard great things about it. But it's not the tallest and fastest of its kind. And actually, some people don't consider it a hypercoaster because of the whole wing style seating. But, you know, it is still over 200 feet, doesn't go upside down, does typical hypercoaster nature. And overall, you know, it's a great ride. But I just didn't feel quite in the top 10. So yeah, So what do you guys think? Just don't get mad if your favorite wasn't number 1, because this is mostly personal opinion. As I do look at stats, I also kind of watch a bunch of POVs and off-ride footage of the ride, and I just kind of make up my mind of which one I think is better. So subscribe and comment suggestions for other videos. As the year winds down, I'm looking to make a video of the new coasters for 2014 as they become announced. We're looking for that Dollywood announcement. Getting pretty psyched about that. I was there at the Banshee announcement. You saw my last video. And you can check out my blog, coasterposter41.blogspot.com. And I'm going to send you out of here with the Keep Calm and Ride Coasters.